You guys, well, today we're going to do something a little bit different from the charity build. Got another bike that's come into the workshop. This is Gus. This is my brother's postie bike. I built this bike for him for the charity ride that we did in September. Due to coronavirus, he couldn't make it. It did take off with another rider on it. It had some surging problems, which we later tracked down to be actually a hole in the tank, and it was, as it was moving and leaking, it was blocking up the filter, causing it to surge at high speeds, which, with a blocked filter, cleaned it out, blocked up again, so and was started leaking fuel. So it was swapped out for my my baby, my ag bike. Got called up and it did the rest of the trip, but this one went home on the trailer. So while the tank was off, I spoke to my brother. I've put a 125 Liffin engine in my touring bike that I did the charity ride on. It's a Bitzer. It was made out of stuff that I'd lying around. It's pretty rough. Like it's like a rat rod thing. It's got rust everywhere and stuff. But I love it. And across Fraser Island, I know I've done some good riding on it. And the Liffin engine's been good. So regular oil changes and stuff to keep it up. But my brother's decided he wants a 125 in his, just for some touring, and then he wants to, once we've done the touring, he wants to put his engine back in. I rebuilt this engine for him. It's got new cam chain, new top end, piston, new gaskets, checked all the valves, clearances, etc., new clutch. It's a good little engine. It goes well, but for the longer rides, having two 125s, we're going to have a better top speed. And the thing was going for the 125 for both of them actually was just a cost thing. Just to put them in, they're made for touring. If the engine dies, they're not that dear. It's not the end of the world, and we can change them out. But both bikes with the plan of putting the Honda engine back in once we're finished with them. So when we do the conversion, we will be keeping the original wiring loom and plugs and adapting the engine to fit the original wiring loom, so that when it comes time to replace it, we can just basically plug the Honda engine back in, remove the mounting brackets that come with it, which is just they go on the original bolt, and the original motor will go straight back in without any fuss. So that's what we're going to do with this one. We're also going to convert it from a 6 to 12 volt, which will include replacing the stator for a 12 volt stator, which I do have here. And then, yeah, as I say, it'll just be a plug and play to change the engine back to the Honda. My brother wants to keep this bike. He wants to use it on his farm when he's done with it. And my other bike, I'll just keep that as a touring bike, because I've got an original ag bike sitting there that's my pride and joy, that I don't ride too much, but I'll be keeping that original. So yeah, this is Gus. He's going to get a bit of a transplant. So this is the engine. Now, this is just a cheapie we bought from Catch. It's under $300. Comes with manifold, kickstart lever, gear change lever, all that sort of stuff. It doesn't come with the mounting kit, just something that you'll have to buy later on as well. But I'll go through that in a second. But this one has electric start on it, which I thought was pretty cool for a 125 engine. Be interesting to see how it goes. So it's a bit more of an experiment as well. I'll go through everything you need to do on the bike. I'll do a bit of a list up with what you need to buy to do the 12 volt conversion. I'll do a bit of a list, for the engine conversion, what you need. So if you want to do a 12 volt conversion on a 6 volt bike, this video will help you. If you want to put a 125 in, replace the Honda engine, this will help you. What I do want to say is these are fun. They're good fun. They've got a bit of power. They're good bang for buck, basically. If you want to keep your bike long term, and you want more power, for a longer period of time, and you want reliability, I would recommend using a Warwick Penfold rebuild kit. Warwick runs Posty Bikes Australia page. He's a really nice guy, very knowledgeable, will help you out with parts. They're very good quality parts. There's no rubbish with him. He calls a spade, and he'll point in the right direction. If you want to do a bike up and you're going to sell it, you're going to get more money with the original Honda engine done up. If you just want to have some fun, blood around, burn the engine out and then throw it away, that's what you want to go for. If you want to, look after your bike and keep it long term, you're probably better off. There's a cost difference. Well, it's not too far off, to be honest with you. So if you do a Penfold build, they're more expensive straight up, but you don't have to change your registration. You don't need to get an engineer certificate to do it properly, and you're going to get more Ks out of the engine. These guys, cheaper to start with, but if you want to do it properly and register it the right way, which I recommend, you need to get an engineer certificate, which is at least $400 to get a compliance plate to put on your frame if you want to be covered if you have an accident. A lot of people don't care about that, and they get it registered with the Honda engine and change it over. That's up to you. I'm not your parent. I'll tell you what to do. But legally, or you should, if you want to put one of them in, you need to get an engineer certificate to change it over, because it's a bigger motor. I've done it on my other bike. It wasn't a big hassle because the engine's not that much bigger. If you went for a 140, 190, I don't know. You probably have more issues because it's a lot more horsepower. And they may check your brakes, all that sort of thing. Because it was a 125 instead of a 110, I didn't have any issues with that. So, it's up to you what you want to do. I sort of sit on the fence with it. I've done both. I like both. And it just sort of depends where you're at. If you want a big engine, you want more power, but you want it to be original, and you want the longevity, and you want all that stuff, do a big bore kit, spend the time and money on your engine. If you need it now and it has to go quick, that's probably the way to go. So, as I say, I'm sitting on the fence. I won't ramble on about that. You can make your own mind up. I'll do the first video soon, and we'll just go through and we'll just check out all the wiring, bits and pieces, what you need to buy to convert it from 6 to 12 volt. We'll do that first sort of part of it, and then I'll go through what you need to buy to convert for the engine plates and etc for that. Hope it's going to help some people out and hopefully answer some questions. There's been a long-running debate on the Chinese or import motors versus the Honda. As I say, I'm not picking sides. I'm on the fence. I think they've both got their place and they're both good. If money wasn't an issue, I would just keep putting the money into a Honda engine to make it perfect and good quality, and that's what I've done with my good bikes. But my training bike was built to do the charity run. It did the charity run with the 125. I also did as an exercise to make sure that you could do the 125 and get it engineered and do it properly as well. So it's not a hard thing to do, but it works out well. I'll stop rambling on. Charity build, I'm back on that tonight or tomorrow. Gus has just come into the workshop and just thought you let you know what's happening with that. If people are interested in that, subscribe and you'll see all the videos and you'll see how to do those conversions. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.